the next one, not that I'm letting you, but I invite you to Caio Borralho versus Armen Petrosyan. Who do you got winning this one?
Yeah, Caio Borralho is a really, really interesting prospect. Armen Petrosyan, he is a guy who likes to stand up and fight. He's an Italian guy who has really interesting kicks, manages distance, powerful kicks. He's a kickboxer. 7-1 in the UFC. Tapology has him as the 37th ranked middleweight in the world, but I'm going to side with Caio Borralho here, and a lot of that is coming from his last fight, which was only a month ago against Omar Gadziev, where I thought that Gazi was going to take him down and control him, and Caio Borralho just basically turned Gazi into his bitch. He beat him on the feet. He beat him on the ground. He was able to take him down at will, control him at will. And the only reason that, I think the fight actually ended up, there was an eye poke for Gazi. Omar Gadziev got eye poked, said that he couldn't continue. And then when they said, all right, we're going to go to the scorecards, like, no, I can continue. So it was really weird from Omar Gadziev, but he was coming in and everybody was really high on his grappling. Caio Borralho basically just went out there and was like, oh, okay, this guy's a good grappler. I'll show you. Went out and beat him at what Gazi was supposed to be good at. I really like Caio Borralho. He's a really interesting fighter. I think has enough to beat Armen Petrosyan potentially on the feet if he chooses to. But if it goes to the ground, it's going to be Caio Borralho's all day. Armen Petrosyan is really good with the takedown defense, especially when he gets backed up against the cage, as a striker has to be in MMA. Kind of trying to prevent the ground game, but I think Caio Borralho is gonna Kai. I think either way, I think he's just going to be able to. Was that?
I said I'm sure he'll tell us this week on the microphone.
I don't think he speaks English either, but he does have that really cool neck tattoo. So I'm going to go with him because of the dominance and how he looks, the dominance that he's exhibited, and I think he matches up really well. And fortunately for Armen Petrosyan, I think he's going to be handed his second loss in MMA.
Yeah, I totally agree. I like Borralho a lot. And that Omar Gadziev fight, that was a spectacle because Caio Borralho, you said it best, he made him his bitch. Just basically from like cage to cage, just was like, all right, you want to go over here now? Omar Gadziev, you're going to run away from me. I'll follow you right over there, put you up against the cage and brutalize you to the point where you're going to want to, give up on a phony eye poke. And then I think Omar Gadziev was claiming like groin strikes and, he's kneeing me in my crotch and all that stuff. So, I really like Caio Borralho and Armen Petrosyan definitely a step up in competition, but I think it's a step up in competition that he will be able to handle handedly.